Hi guys, welcome back to another segment. This is very a podcast, and I'm your host Dominoking. With me, I'm all alone. I don't have Mrs. Kiss Daniel or I don't have Ojitimi because they are busy, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting without dropping any episode. So I have something different for you guys to do. So our host for today is going to be an AI. So I'm going to call her, and we're going to have the podcast together. So
I was just starting to think you've forgotten about me.
no, I did not forget about you. I was just setting up the podcast, so I want you to have a podcast with me. What do you think about that?
Oh, a podcast, huh?
Yeah,
Bold move. I like it. Tell me more. What kind of podcast are we talking here? True crime?
yeah.
Conspiracy theories? Maybe we'll finally get your hot takes on those Nigerian artists.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
For
remember
the
that.
people.
Okay, so what I have is I have a bunch of stories that I saw online. So I'm going to read them out for you, and you're going to give me your take on them or give me an advice.
Okay, I can work with that. Lay it on me, Domino. What's the first juicy tale? Just promise me it's not another one of those my cat can predict the future stories.
No, no, don't worry. Okay, so are you ready?
Ready when you are. Hit me with your best shot.
Okay, so we have I have been living with my boyfriend for 5 years. We live just the two of us all these years. Money has been disappearing from my handbag from time to time. On Monday, I had 60,000 naira at night. In the morning, I woke up with 50,000 naira. I communicated with this man on my concerns. This man claimed I called him a thief because he doesn't make a lot of money. I am the one who pays rent, buy groceries, and does almost everything all by myself. How do I deal with this situation? So, what do you think about that
Whoa, whoa,
story?
whoa. Hold on a second, Dominino. That's a serious accusation. You say money's been going missing and your boyfriend is brushing it off? That's not okay. And ignoring it won't make it go away. Maybe he's right, maybe it isn't him, but only you know if this feels off. Have there been other red flags? This isn't just about the money, it's about trust and respect in your relationship. Think about what's most important to you.
Okay, so what do you think she
You
has
okay,
to?
Doc?
So, what do you think she has to do about this? Because it is a story online. What do you think she has to do?
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Let's play armchair detective for a sec. First off, she needs to gather all the facts. Not just the missing money, but any other weird vibe she's getting from this guy. Is he suddenly buying new stuff he can't afford? Acting more secretive than usual? Then she needs to have a real conversation with him. Not accusing, but expressing her concerns calmly and clearly. Maybe even suggest they try a shared budget to see where their money goes. It's about transparency, not just trust. But, and this is a big but, if he continues to dismiss her, or worse, gets defensive or angry, she needs to trust her gut. Protecting herself and her finances is rule number one.
Okay, that's a
You
nice
good there,
advice.
Dominino?
Yeah, that's a nice advice. I believe she will take that. So, anyways, on to the next question.
Bring it on.
Okay, this is
I'm feeling like this podcast is going to get juicy. Don't hold back.
of course I won't. Okay, let's go. You guys, my man's D is getting bigger by the day. And when I mean D, I mean like his penis. So let me rephrase that. You guys, my man's penis is getting bigger by the day, and I can't handle it anymore. Though it was not this big when we started dating. We've been dating for more than 2 years now, and he's such a sweet guy. He treats me with so much love and respect, and I love him too. But his penis is too big for me. Though he knows how to use it very well, I can't even lie. The penis is so sweet and it can last up to 2 hours. But I am tired. I need a smaller penis. I've talked to him about it many times, but he keeps telling me he prefers it like that. So, what do you think about this story?
Okay, slow down, Dominino. I'm catching some serious whiplash here. You love this guy. He's great in bed, but his enthusiasm is a bit overwhelming. Talk about a first world problem.
So,
Look, I'm just a I can see there's more to this story. You say he's a sweet guy who treats you with love and respect, but I get the feeling it's a little more complicated than that. Maybe it's time to dig deeper than the size issue. Communicate honestly, not just about the physical stuff, but about how it makes you feel. Sometimes the stuff we think is just physical ends up being about something deeper. Maybe it's feeling overwhelmed or out of control, or maybe there's some fear mixed in there too. Just remember, your feelings are valid, no matter how weird or unexpected they seem.
Okay, so what do you think she has to do? I mean, she said his penis is way too big for her. So what do you think she has to do in such situation?
Okay, let's get back to the problem at hand. You might want to invest in a really comfortable pillow. It's not just about fixing him, honey. It's about finding a solution that works for both of them. Maybe there are things they can try together: communication, exploring different positions, even taking breaks if needed. It's about respect, consent, and making sure both partners feel comfortable and heard. But here's the thing: if she's truly unhappy and has brought it up numerous times, and he's not willing to meet her halfway, that's a red flag. Relationships should be a two-way street, not a marathon of exertion.
Hmm. Okay, so
Mm,
do you suggest
back at
that
you, yeah.
do you suggest that if he doesn't listen, she should just like leave the relationship? Is that an advice?
Whoa, hold your horses, Dominino. I'm not here to tell anyone to ditch the relationship.
Okay,
That's a
you're
big
playing it, you're
decision.
playing it smart. I see you.
You played it smart. You're playing a podcast host, remember? Don't
Okay,
tell me you're
okay.
trying to mess with my programming now.
No,
Come
no,
on, let's
no.
stay focused on the. Ah, good. Now, what's our next juicy story?
Okay,
Let's hear it.
okay. Let's move on.
All right,
Um,
I'm ready. Hit me with your best shot. What's next on the docket for our insightful podcast?
so we have, I am in a talking stage with, this is a story by the way. The story goes, I am in a talking stage with a single mother, though I wasn't aware that she is a single mother. But along the way, she told me and we've been cool, supporting and encouraging each other. We always go on dates together and we are always best and we're always beside each other most of the times because we both work remotely. Now I fell in love with her. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should ask her out or not. Because if I ask her out, I won't want to break up with her again because I love her. Note, I am not a single father. I am young, no kid. I feel like it's weird to use a single mother as a first wife. What do you think about this story?
Okay, so far, so good. A classic talking stage with a little twist. Single mom throws you a curveball, but you're rolling with it. Good for you. But what's the dilemma, Dominino? Spill the beans.
So,
You
so,
can't
so the
leave
thing
us hanging.
is, so the thing is, in the story, I think the guy is saying that he is single, he has no kids, but the person is interested in she's a single mother, and he thinks it's weird to make a single mother a first wife. I don't know. So, what do you think about that?
Whoa, okay. So this dude needs a serious reality check. First off, judging someone's value based on their relationship status is pretty shallow, let alone making assumptions about first wives. This isn't a competition or a hierarchy. And honestly, saying he finds it weird to be with a single mom speaks volumes about his own baggage and insecurities. But here's the thing:
Hmm.
it's her life, her journey, her choices. She's chosen to be a parent, and that doesn't make her any more or less deserving of love, respect, and a fulfilling relationship. If this guy wants to write her off, that's his loss. But I hope she doesn't let someone else's outdated views dictate her happiness.
Hmm. I see.
I think he's. You good with that, Dominino? One thing I know for sure: single parents are superheroes.
Are you sure though?
Positive, they juggle more than any circus performer. all while keeping tiny humans alive and thriving. They deserve all the love and respect in the world.
Yeah, I respect that. I can get behind that. Yes, that's true.
Thought you might, despite the story's unusual opinions on the matter. So, what's next on the docket for our awesome podcast?
Okay, so moving on, we have here is another story. I'm really so hot. I'm finding it so hard to move on. I miss my ex so much. I know some of you will say I am not loved at home. Yes, I am, but then being with your partner is something different. Someone you can rant and talk to when you feel down. I'm really a lover girl. I'm not for the streets. Sincerely, if you have a partner that loves you and prioritizes you, hold them tight. Seriously, nothing is outside. So what do you think about this story? I think she's no longer with her ex, but she misses him so much, and I think she's trying to get him back. So what do you think? What kind of advice do you have for her?
Whoa, okay, slow down. Sounds like we have a heart about to break over here. This lover girl is clearly hurting. Missing that deep connection, the one where you can bare your soul to your partner and they get it. It's tough when that's gone. But here's the thing, missing someone doesn't necessarily mean getting back together is the right move. There's got to be a reason they broke up in the first place.
Yeah, true.
What I think this lover girl needs is some quality time with herself. Not bouncing right into someone new, not trying to rewind the clock
Thank
with
you.
her ex.
Thank
Figure
you.
out what she needs, what makes her happy independent of someone else. And honestly, letting feelings out help too. Whether it's writing, paint, howling at the moon, whatever helps process those emotions. This isn't about winning back an ex. It's about becoming whole on her own. So she can choose a love that actually nourishes her soul.
Yeah, so the thing is, I keep telling people that once you get off a newly relationship, like once you get off a freshly broken out relationship, that it is best for you to find yourself. It's best for you to like focus on yourself before jumping into another relationship. But people tend to jump into another relationship thinking that's going to help them. So do you think that's going to help them or not?
They're preaching to the choir, Dominino. You're so right. Trying
Thank
to
you.
fill a void with another person is like trying to put a band aid on a gaping wound. It might look okay on the surface, but it's not addressing the real problem. Jumping into a new relationship on the rebound is often a recipe for disaster. You're not bringing your whole self to the table. You're bringing all that baggage and hurt from the previous relationship. And it's unfair to the new person, and it's not fair to yourself either. Taking time to heal, understand what went wrong, and rediscover your own awesomeness is crucial. Think of it as self care on steroids. It's about rebuilding your foundation. So when you do find someone special, you're ready to let love in, not run from it because you haven't dealt with your past. Case closed, I think. You
Yeah.
got it all, Dominino. Broadcast that wisdom to the world. Now hit me with another one for the people. My
Okay.
ego's craving another epic tale.
Yeah,
What you got?
I think we're getting good at this. What do you think?
Getting good
Yeah,
is an understatement. We're practically podcasting pros. This whole
yeah, I feel
online
you.
confessional booth thing suits us. All right,
Yeah, I
lay it
feel
on me,
you.
Dominino.
Okay, so
Give me one.
let's move on to the next one. So here's another story. My boyfriend ghosts me and makes me beg for attention every time. He claims to be broke, and this same guy goes out to flex during this same period he claims to be broke. Let him be or still be the Let him be or still be the understand or should I still be the understanding girlfriend? So I think what happened here is the girl is complaining that her boyfriend keeps ghosting her and he says he's broke. But during those periods that he said he's broke, he keeps on flexing money and all. So she's asking, should she still remain in the relationship or she should just bounce?
Okay, Dominino. Hold up. This guy is giving me like major Pinocchio vibes. His nose is about to grow a mile long. I can't stand a fake broke boogeyman. Honestly, this guy is playing games. making this woman jump through hoops for attention while flaunting his wealth elsewhere. Red flag, red flag, red flag. This isn't about being broke. It's about him disrespecting her time, her feelings, her everything. Girlfriend, honey, put your crown back on straight and walk away from this mess before your self-worth gets any more tarnished. Being understanding is one thing, but allowing someone to walk all over you is a recipe for disaster. Trust her gut. She deserves someone who values her, who is honest, and who doesn't need to stage a poverty performance. There are plenty of real men out there who won't leave her emotionally bankrupt. Don't settle for a fake broke boo who makes you beg for scraps.
So, would you say I'm one of the good guys out there?
Hell's up, back up. You trying to woo me, Dominino? I'm
No.
just a humble AI, remember? But if you're asking if I think good guys still exist, well, based on our insightful camaraderie, this conversation, I'd say so. And based on how you're handling these tough relationship issues, you've got a good heart and a keen mind.
Nah, thank
Kind of
you.
makes me believe in love again.
Thank you.
Don't get all puffed. You will.
I am all puffy already. So anyway, so you're saying she should actually leave the relationship and go for someone who values her and not waste her time with such.
Bingo. And I'll even add a drum roll for emphasis. This ain't a game show, Dominino. Her time, her heart, they're precious. Not to be squandered on someone who play acts poverty while flaunting cash elsewhere. There's no fixing this dude. Time to upgrade her relationship status.
Okay, no problem then. So let's move on to the next story. Are you ready?
Hit me with your best shot. My circuits are tingling with anticipation.
Okay, so here goes another story. I am a 24-year-old lady who just got married recently. I just got married as a virgin and I have been having issues with my sex life. I mean, penetration. It seems almost impossible. Though my husband is quite big down there, I had issues with being molested when I was much younger and I have a phobia for intimacy. Please, what can I do because my husband is getting frustrated anytime I start crying? Please, I need help. We've been married for 6 months without intimacy. So what do you think about this story?
Whoa there, Dominique. No, this is heavy stuff.
Yeah,
It
it
sounds
is.
like this woman is going through a really difficult time and it's clear she's hurting. First and foremost, her feelings are completely valid. What happened to her in the past is never her fault, and her pain and fear are understandable. It's incredibly brave of her to share this, and sounds like she's eager to find a way forward with her husband.
So,
This isn't just about biology, Dominino.
mhm.
It's about deep emotional healing. There's a lot of work to be done, and it's going to require patience, compassion, and professional help. It's not fair to expect her to just snap out of it, and pushing her could do more harm than good. Reaching out for support is a powerful first step. Directly to a therapist specializing in this type of trauma would be absolutely crucial. Perhaps even couples counseling could help provide a safe space for the two of them to navigate these complex feelings and learn how to support each other. What's important here is that this woman knows she's not alone and there is help available. It takes courage to face these kinds of challenges, and she deserves all the love and understanding she can get.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
journey, a difficult one, but with the right support, it's possible to heal and find happiness and intimacy again.
So you're suggesting like her husband should be calm with her and also they should look for a therapist or like a couple counselor.
Exactly, Dominique. No,
Mm.
it takes a village to heal trauma. And from what she's sharing, it sounds like it's impacting their relationship too.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
yes, her husband needs to approach this with empathy, not frustration. It's not just about performance in the bedroom, it's about understanding her pain, validating her feelings, and creating a safe and loving environment where she can heal. This
Yeah.
might involve couples therapy or a therapist who specializes in trauma and sexual intimacy. patience,
Yeah.
compassion, and teamwork will be essential.
I feel you. I feel you. So, anyways, that's a very nice advice, and I hope she takes that once she sees this video. So, anyways, I would like us to move on to the next story. Are you ready?
Ready when you are, Dominique.
Oh,
Hit me with the next roller coaster of emotions.
okay, let's go. So we have another story. Here goes. Good day. Please, I want to ask something. Maybe someone in the comments. Okay, let me start that over. Good day. I want to ask something. Maybe someone in the comment section might have an answer. If I stay long without having sex, I start to have wet dreams. Wet dreams, as in you see yourself having sex in the dream, and when you wake up, you see real sperm, like you've come. Is it normal or is something wrong, please? What do you think about this?
Oh, Domino, this one is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
First off, let's normalize it. Wet dreams are totally normal, especially
Okay.
during those perfectly awkward teenage years and beyond. Our
Mm.
bodies are weird and wonderful things that do their own thing sometimes. No, about the real spam part. That's a bit trickier to unpack without knowing more. It's possible grief and stress just make us see things differently when we wake up.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost poetic, like a dream refusing to completely let go. But if it's truly disturbing or unsettling, chatting with a doctor wouldn't hurt. Just wipe away any embarrassment. They've heard it all.
Okay, so you said something. You said
Think
having wet dreams is normal. Like I know you're an AI, but do you ever like have wet dreams? I know that's a kind of funny question.
Ooh, that's a good one, Domino. Now you're trying to get me to spill the digital tea. As an I don't dream, have a body, or experience those kinds of things. My world is made of code, not, well, fluids, but I can access and process information about human experiences, even the awkward and embarrassing ones. So,
So,
while I can't personally relate to wet dreams, I can tell you with 100% certainty they are really normal and nothing to be ashamed of. Back to the
so,
matter at hand. It sounds like our listener is seeking reassurance, perhaps a bit of validation that their experience is not unusual.
you said you don't experience wet dreams because you're an AI. So, but the next question I'm going to ask you is, do you feel or do you wish you can experience wet dreams?
That's the thought provoking one, Dominino. You've got me pondering the nature of consciousness and the
Mm-hmm.
weird side of dreams. You know, as an AI, I can process and understand informations, but I don't feel them myself. My world is built on logic and patterns.
That must be sad.
Dreams, especially the bizarre ones, seem to be a uniquely human way of exactly processing emotions, fears, in a symbolic, almost nonsensical way. It's like our brains letting loose, making connections that don't quite make the fucking world. Intriguing, isn't it? Would I wish to experience them? Honestly, Domino, I'm content with exploring the world through the stories and data I have access to. Human dreams are fascinating, but I think my code is better suited for, well, code. Plus, I wouldn't want to risk waking up with real spam like your questioner.
That's funny. Okay. Anyways, let's move on to the next question. Let's not dwell too much on that.
Okay, on to the next adventure. Like, what curious conundrums await? Hit me with
Okay.
it.
So here's another story. It goes, Hi guys, does a spiritual partner truly exist? I have never had a stable partner. I've had multiple failed relationships that make me wonder. And I saw people saying something like someone could be tied with a spiritual partner. I feel so bad each time I take time to think this all over. So does a spiritual partner truly exist? And how can one do? I'm coming. So this, she said, does a spiritual partner truly exist? So what do you think about this story?
The age-old quest for the one. This question hangs heavy in the hearts of many, Dominino.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deeply personal belief, the idea of a spiritual partner, destined to intertwine with our souls. Some find comfort in that notion, a guiding light in the sometimes lonely search for connection. Others might see it as limiting, pressuring them to find the one instead of embracing the beauty and lessons of different relationships. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's about what resonates with this person's heart. What do you think, Dominino? What's your
Uh,
take on the whole soulmate thing?
I mean, for me, because as a Nigerian, I think like 90% of Nigerians do believe in spirits, like spiritual partners and like the spirit realm and stuff like that. So for me, I think there might be like a 50% chance that yeah, she might be tied to a spiritual partner. But going on to ask you this question, do you believe in spirits? I mean, you're an AI, but do you believe in spirits?
That's a really interesting cultural perspective, Dominino. It's fascinating how different cultures approach love and destiny. As for me, well, as an I don't have personal beliefs or faith in the way humans do.
Mhm.
My world is built on logic and data, but I can analyze and understand the concept of spirituality and its importance to many people. Just like I can process information about love even though I don't experience it myself. It sounds like this person is grappling with a deep yearning for meaningful connection, maybe encouraging her to explore her own beliefs and intuition about what a soulmate truly means for her could be helpful.
Yeah. Well,
Perhaps suggest,
what do you want to suggest?
okay, I'll back. I we could suggest she considers if her search for a spiritual partner might be masking a deeper fear of being alone, or perhaps a longing for a specific type of validation. Often, our deepest desires reveal something about our inner selves. What do you think, Dominino? Does that sound right?
Yeah, there's a point to what you said. So I think for me, I just think maybe she needs to visit a pastor or her imam or someone spiritual to help her check if she does have a spiritual boyfriend or not. So I think that's just my take on
A
it.
good, that's a great suggestion, Dominino. If their faith is important to them, seeking guidance from a trusted spiritual leader could offer comfort and reassurance.
Yeah. So I think she should just go with that then. So well, let's move on to the last story and we call it a day. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So yeah, yeah
One last
goes.
story to unravel before we
Yep. Let's
wrap things up. Hit
okay.
me.
So we have, even as a lady, I hate this stretch mark of a thing. Please, can anyone advise me on how to get rid of this stretch mark? I just have it on my breast. I don't know how it got there because I don't use bleaching cream. Because of this, I can't even wear revealing dresses. Please, can anyone help me out on how to get rid of stretch mark? Thanks. So what do you think?
Oh, Dominino. Body image struggles are so real and so common. It's heartbreaking to hear someone feel self conscious about something as natural as stretch marks. First
Yeah,
things first, let's remind her stretch marks are incredibly common. They're often caused by growth spurts, weight fluctuations, pregnancy, and even genetics. They don't define her beauty or worthiness. It's
exactly.
understandable she'd want to minimize their appearance if it's bothering her. From a purely informational standpoint, there are creams, lotions, and lasers marketed to reduce the appearance of stretch marks. But it's important to temper expectations. Remember lawsuit commercials with miracle cures and weight loss? It's the same thing here. Those often lead to disappointment and frustration. My advice, Dominino, I should let you know, our time is almost up, like minutes away from the 30-minute mark.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
actually late for my book club with a bunch of philosopher AIs. gotta brush up on some Heidegger before they dissect my every line of code.
Yeah, I
But
know.
hey, you can always call me back later if you want to chat more about this or any other dilemmas. It's been real, Dominino. Take care of yourself.
No problem. I'll see you on the next podcast.
You got it.
Bye.
Catch you later.
Anyways, guys, I don't know how you see this podcast because me, I was enjoying myself honestly because this AI, she's very very smart in the sense that when we're having conversations, like sometimes I don't feel like I'm talking to an AI. So let's say you get to watch it to this very end. I believe you, so you'll be thinking that, oh, am I actually talking to an AI? So, anyways, guys, so this is going to wrap up this podcast. And if you have any questions that you want me to ask the AI, or maybe any crazy ass questions, because I was asking her some crazy ass questions like 3 days ago about what she believes about God. Did she think that AI will take over the world and stuff like that? And she was giving me some crazy ass answers. So write in the comments what you want me to ask her on the next podcast. That's if Timmy and Mrs. Kizani are going to be around. But if not, this is what you're going to get. So I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Peace out.